There we go. Let me actually unmute myself here. All right, let me make sure as well everything is working on the streaming side of things. Yep, there you go. Perfect. So sorry about the delay. For some reason, I'm having some issues with my chat for Minecraft. I need to see if it's something on my end or something on the server end. But basically, every single time I type, it just does not say or does not let me type. It just says chat disabled. So I was trying to quickly look into that. But I'll figure it out some other time. But yeah, welcome back to the Grovecraft SMP. Gonna fix a few things here, and then let me do one more thing. So sorry about this. I promise I'm a professional. There we go. All right, so where we last left off, we were working a little bit on our base here, trying to get a lot of dirt on the the snow area. I'm gonna continue working on that. I do need to get mending on this shovel before I continue forward. I also should probably see if I have any other shovels that have efficiency on them. I swear I probably do. But I just need to take a look at my chest back at base. So let me do a quick cleanup here, and then we can get started with that. I am seeing that pop up with the mic settings a couple times. Hang on, give me one quick second. Let me make sure my audio is working well. I gotta rename this to be the face cam section there. But let's see. No, okay, perfect. Glad I discovered that. There you go. Now my proper filters are on. Man, I don't know why my computer just wanted to mess around here and there when it comes to some of the audio settings I have. But we should be good now. Oh, we got a... Yeah, still hippie. We're good. We are good. And there goes, some of my bridge there. I hate gas so much that they just blow up your stuff. So I'm really trying to make sure everything is good for the stream so we don't have issues later on that I just did not catch type of thing. Alright, there we go. I think for the most part we should be pretty good. Hopefully we don't have any more problems from here on out. I believe I may have resolved it all. At least for now. Probably gonna come back here soon, next stream. But alright, we're gonna try to get a better shovel, which I swear we have one somewhere. Not there. There we are, Silk Touch. I think this is what we want. I do need to find a mending book, which I may need to buy one from a villager. So I think what I'm gonna do is grab a bunch of paper here. And we're just gonna go trade with some of the villagers at somebody else's base. Hey, Snick, welcome back to the stream. Been a while since I've seen you. Then again, been a while since I stream. Oh, nice. I did hear last I heard that I remember. The previous server you were on shut down, so I'm glad you were able to find a new one. Hopefully this one lasts a good while for you. Well, what have you been up to, man? Like I said, been a hot minute. Oh, no, you're good. You are completely fine. I mean, honestly, I am happy for you, because like I said, last I heard, the previous server did not work out well, unfortunately. Oh, I probably should have grabbed a book. Oh, well, I'll just buy a bookshelf and, what do you say? I'll buy a bookshelf and break it. Hey, that's pretty nice. So it's not like a completely different group of people. That's pretty good to hear. Let's see, yeah, that's the mending one. Somebody trade paper for emeralds? Paper for emeralds, please. Really? Nobody? Huh. Really thought that there would be some, oh, there's just a wandering traveler ahead there. Something. Hey, you know what? That is a great thing in my opinion. You know, you get to see some familiar faces, get to meet some new people. Oh, that's really nice as well that it opened yesterday. So that's like a really fresh new start right there. Well, I wish the best, you know, hopefully it does not shut down like the previous one, and that you're able to make some pretty cool builds. Because if I remember correctly, didn't you say you were making a western town, or am I thinking of somebody else? Pardon my ignorance here. It's been a hot minute since I've been to Sly's base to bother his villagers. I wonder if he's done any changes. No, it seems like he still has the drop hole here. I'm just gonna drop into it myself. Just a random hole right there. Yeah, I definitely will check it out. I think if I remember correctly, I saw you on Sly server. You promoted your channel. Definitely will check it out to see what you got going on there. Protection, feather falling, aqua infinity. I don't really need any of these guys, to be honest. I have pretty much everything I need but mending, so 10 emeralds, perfect. That is perfection right there. Ah, I gotcha. Still, definitely gotta check it out. Like more so the proper videos, like I said. I guess we gotta wait for these guys to be ready for me to trade again. Let's kind of fix up his copper golem guys here. There we go. Ooh, exams are very terrifying. I can agree with that. I'm currently studying for a certification test myself, but at least, you know, honestly, congratulations on the new job. Anything cool? What do you say? Anything cool like stepping stone to the, I guess, a real world type of thing, or just a position for now till you do something you actually want to do? Oh, nice. Honestly, I thought about trying to do that myself before, and then I realized I did not have the skills for it yet. And so I went for a completely different side of the whole entire internet thing. Hey, honestly, that is a great start personally. Like, honestly, I hope for the best, you know, like, hope it pays pretty well, hope it's not going to be too annoying with some people here and there. And just overall, you get, like, a lot of the skills you need for it. Alright, yeah, that is my shulker box. I did not want to steal, like, Slice in case that was his. Shovel, mending, bam. Shovel, shovel. That's 11, 19. Yeah, no. We'll just stick with this. That's not our silk touch one. Hang on. Bam. 27. Ooh, that's a bit rich for my blood. 23. Oh, yeah, I forgot we named this Milk Touch. Such a stupid name. Oh. Good night, Miranda. I wish I could actually say it, but again, my chat is... Yeah, chat's broken. I need to fix that. Honestly, that's how I feel when it comes to like creating content. Is the editing part is the worst process because you have to go through everything, find the parts that work pretty well, cut out the parts that are boring. But you also have to, like, if you want to do certain things like cinematics or anything like that, you need to then have some of that boring part to like reference for the cinematic parts, and it's just so annoying with how long it takes. I mean, the end result, beautiful, but it's just the time process spent on that. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna go with this. No! No! I'm a bit too low! And perfect. So, question about your film business. You got any ideas on, like, specific of what you want to do? Like, is it going to be, like, kind of like more so movies, TV shows, any genres, that sort of stuff? Oh, well, you already answered my question as I asked it. I know YouTube takes a while, but I mean, yeah, that makes sense, honestly. Like for the a good theme right there. Personally, like you never really see much of the other sides of the Hunger Games series, so honestly, cannot wait to see it. All right, let me empty out my inventory real quick here. I gotta keep my emotional deep slate tile wall. I don't really need to worry too much about the other stuff in my inventory. And I think that's pretty good there. Let me grab some shulker boxes here, empty them out, and then quickly grab some more dirt and grass. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad, what do you say? Bad stepping stone, in my opinion, to get started with. Like, definitely can get a lot of creativity, especially with the horror side. Because that would be, personally, me, a really good genre to get into. Because of the fact you can derive from a bunch of different things, from, like, online, what do you say, online creepypastas, get a little bit of inspiration to more so just old folklore type of stuff. Whew. I don't think I've ever really made a big house in Minecraft. I think like the biggest I've ever made was my castle from a hardcore survival series that I did years ago, like 2 years ago. I really need to get back into the whole like creating the series of everything else. That's like my next step. I just want to more so focus on at least getting a flat land to get started with my new area, at least on this server. And then I might a little bit later today start working on doing that sort of stuff where I start streaming a proper series for something else. Or I might play Call of Duty, one of the two. Have like a challenge where it's like the Rainbow Perk Challenge or something like that. Whew! God dang, that is a big door if it's 13 blocks tall. Yeah, I think I can only imagine how big it can actually be. 13 blocks. That's like, hang on. That's at least from the bottom of there to the top of, like, right there-ish. Wow. That is really tall. Oh, you know what? Might as well try to get some food while I'm at it here. Just some free ones. So that way I'm not exactly going to be starving later on. Because I actually do not have a lot on me. I need to get a proper farm up and going. Once I get the kind of like house and whatnot. Honestly, I hope for the best. Cannot wait to see like it progress from where it starts to the end. That's my favorite thing. Is just seeing how stuff can grow. Like especially with the server specifically for me personally, it's like the spawn area. Almost every single time I hop on, it's something new at spawn, and it's like, oh my god, that's so amazing. Right now, I'm kind of swapping from a Western theme to a Norse theme for my little building area, personally. And I think more so of it, like, one, I like the snow areas a lot more, like the snow mountains and whatnot. But I think another thing is, like, my character's skin kind of feels like it's more so that, like, fantasy vibe, personally. I need to get some more netherite. Voice crack. I'm gonna need to get some more netherite here soon, so that way I can enchant the rest of my gear here. Honestly, not a bad idea, personally. I know for us, we had to wait a second before we started uploading onto about this server and like streaming about it, just to make sure everybody had a day one video pretty much prepared for when we actually started. I just like streaming and then editing the streams more so that way I can like one get the interaction with you guys as well as like two more so just if anything happens and like something cool or anything like that, I like to like show it off to other people like during that moment, or people can like help me out if it's like any runs or anything like that. Because I think it's just much easier where it's like, hey, you guys got any tips or anything like that? And it's not like, okay, time to wait for the episode to upload. I'm already like 3 episodes ahead for where I'm actually at, that sort of stuff, you know? This is such a bad area to kind of try to get dirt with, in my opinion, with the cave system right here. Kind of making it a little annoying to get the dirt I need. Honestly, I don't think that's really a bad thing where you have like a lot of stuff going on, as long as it's like not a lot of boring stuff. I know that's like a mistake I've made a lot with my earlier videos, especially with like some more recent-ish ones, but I know definitely like when I first started doing YouTube up until like a few months ago, it was more so like, all right, here's some stuff, and then it's like, okay, here's some boring stuff. Here's some boring stuff. Here's some boring. Oh, that's pretty cool. Here's some boring stuff. So honestly, I can't blame you for the whole movie thing with that part of more so like right now I'm currently making a movie of myself because I am taking like the past few streams from like edit November and December and trying to edit all that down because I was slacking hardcore on editing. Oh, let me see here. Let me see. I think you did. Yeah, I saw I saw that. Yeah, I forgot you did that. Man, I am so not here. Yeah, honestly, I wish I could have like some of that building skills personally, because I can build somewhat okay, but I realize after comparing my builds to a lot of the other people on the servers and seeing what a lot of other people build, it's like, man, I am like really generic with my builds here. I gotcha. So I'm assuming you're trying to focus more so on that first and more so about the what do you say, work on the let's see here. Hang on. Yeah, the training center, I see. So are you going to plan on doing like the other districts, or is it going to be just District 1? Personally, me, I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate the words there, and I don't think I'm like horrible type of thing. I still think I'm pretty decent, but I'm just saying compared to a lot of the members on the server, it is. I feel like there's like a huge distance between my level and theirs. And I know they use references for a lot of things as well and whatnot from what they do, but honestly, like what you have and they have, it's amazing. I gotcha. I gotcha. Wee! Gently fall. Gonna try not to block off what I got right here. Honestly, I can't blame you that for wishing, kind of just a bit more here and there with certain things like that. I don't know how long we plan on some of this stuff here and there, but hopefully, in the future, we'll be opening more so to some other content creators. But that'll probably be more so during a season 2 thing. Like I said, I don't know how long we'll have, I guess, season 1 be, but let's see here. Dirt and grass. I'm just gonna grab all the dirt I can here because I don't need to have grass in my inventory. Bum, 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 bum. How wide do I want to make this? I need to see how wide I need to make this. Let me quickly take a sleep here and then try to get an aerial view here. Or actually, I can probably do it more so like this. God, I don't know how big I need to make this. I think this definitely the center area needs to be kind of like the middle of the village here. And then what we can do is have walls around here, as well as like some more buildings and whatnot. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll have it be up to this layer right here for the central piece. Honestly, that's what I do. That's what I did personally myself. More so like watching how everybody edits their videos more so. And kind of like some of their building styles here and there as well. But more so how they edit their videos where I'm like, okay, I think I need to change how I do it after watching some of my fellow Grovers do certain things. Like that's what I started doing for my thumbnails, doing for some of my editing styles here and there. Really wish I didn't have to restart my computer recently because the fact that I did lose some of my recordings for the replay mod. I gotta keep on remembering I could use the mouse wheel to click click on a block and I automatically grab it. At least I think it works in survival. I know it works in creative, but let's see if it works in survival. Yep, it works in survival. Okay, I gotta remember that. Gotta remember that. Alright, hopefully I have enough grass and dirt to finish up this area, because I feel like I'm going to need to take a few more trips back and forth. Thankfully, I do not need to worry so much about my shovel breaking, because we had the mending. God, it's crazy to, like, kind of think about, like, old Minecraft, where it's like, if you enchanted something, it took all your levels, and if you get something, like, completely bad, you're stuck with that. You don't get anything, like, better from that. Like, there wasn't like an anvil system or anything at that point just yet. Honestly, I hope for the best as well. Like, that's one thing I hope when it comes to, like, kind of hearing people join servers and, like, joining some servers here and there myself. It's just hoping for the best that everyone gets to grow, as well as, like, the server itself. Like, I'm not... Personally, me, I'm not asking to be like, oh, let's be the next this server, that server. I want it to be a, let's create a server that's for us, represents us, that can be great as well as these other, like, SMP servers. Alright, we do not have that much dirt left, but we should be pretty close to finishing up this little area, thankfully. I am officially out of dirt. I need to grab... Or no, I got more dirt. Never mind. I lied. I'm not out of dirt. I thought I was. We got some grass, though. That would be very good for the next layer. Because I'm having the dirt on this layers. That way we don't waste as much grass. Since the next layer is going to be our last layer we build upwards from. And there we go. We are done with this dirt layer besides like the torches area. So let's kind of fix that up here. I need to put this in my inventory here. Okay. Let me see what this looks like right here. Yeah. I think one more layer should do it. We don't have to worry about anything more past that. And we can get started. Should we go 2 layers? No. Let's just make it one more layer. One more layer should be more than enough here. Man, this time lapse is gonna look really good on YouTube. I promise you that much. I'm sorry. When it gets into moments like this, I don't know exactly too much what to say. Normally, I can like commentate about certain things here and there, but right now it's just focusing on this stuff. Let's see here. Let's see here. What can we talk about? What are some games y'all are excited for 2026? Personally, me, I'm excited for GTA 6. Hopefully, it does not get delayed again. Really hoping to hear some other words about some other games here and there, like Fable. Hope we hear some words about Fable because we have not seen anything for like years now, personally. All right, let me grab some of the grass blocks now because we do not have any more dirt. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, Zaya joined. Can't exactly say hello. Hang on, let me say hello here. Hello, I am. Oh, never mind. They left. Never mind then. I hate the fact that I had to like use the Discord bot to type in the chat. All right, let me clear down these trees here. I think I'm gonna get rid of some of the snow in this little like pocket right here. Alright. Almost there. Almost done. At least with the grass stuff here. And I do need to bring up some reference images just to see how we want to make the main area here. I think I might also work on how to make a portal, because I want to make a dragon. I think that would be really cool. Make like a dragon around the portal. Because I saw like a reference work. Unfortunately, it was AI, but I think we could try to actually make it ourselves by finding other reference images to make it look cooler. Because I'm not going to try to use something that I saw that was AI. That was like basically made out of AI, personally, because we don't do that around here. And there we go. We have officially got a majority of the layers completed here. I need to move these chests a little bit here. Do I actually have any more actual chests sitting around somewhere? Wait. Yeah, we got some in the air. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna start moving everything a bit further away from where I built the beacon here. We're gonna have the beacon be more so the center point. The beacon will act as like our centrifuge here. So that way, anything that we need regarding, what do you say? Regarding like figuring out where to place stuff for the middle of the building, we'll start right there. Let me kind of start destroying this portal real quick. We're gonna rebuild it. We're gonna make it stronger, faster, better. Oh, and that's some powder snow. Let me fix that real quick. We're just gonna go back and forth like this. I don't think we're gonna have 5 minutes pass from us, what do you say, making all this into snow blocks and depositing it. All right, let's continue doing some of this real quick. And we are almost done with the grass here. Let me grab a few more grass blocks. Let's see here. Bam. And let me patch up this hole. There we go. We officially have our land nice and flat. Let me grab that glass piece. I think it would look very nice placing it right there. Or no. We used a different pickaxe. We used our fortune one, so we did not grab the green stained glass. But all right, let me finish lighting up this area, and then we'll get started on building a nice little house right there. Because this is a good flat enough land. Like I said, I need to find some reference images before I actually go and start building, because of the fact that I kind of have an idea of what I want it to look like, but I need some assistance with that. Bam, bam, bam. All right, there we go. Let me see what this looks like from above. Ooh, such a nice little area, honestly. This is definitely gonna look very nice the more we continue with it. I'm thinking like over here we can start building some, like, kind of expand towards this direction, and also this direction obviously as well. And then we could probably have it be for this top of the mountain here. We could have it like a dragon spiral around and have our nether portal at the very top or something like that. I think that would be very cool. Or like we can have the dragon spiral around and our nether portal be like right in here and have like a nice cool bridge going across. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I will, like I said, need to get some reference images up real quick. Let me get a bed, and I'm gonna throw up a be right back, so that I can get some more water and make sure my animals are doing good. So, be right back. Okay, so I see a build that I think looks pretty freaking cool. And I think I'm gonna try to emulate this the best I can. Obviously, I'll give props to the original creator for this, but it looks really cool, and I definitely need to use this. I need to get some dark oak though. So it's gonna be a mixture of dark oak and spruce. That's gonna be a majority of my builds, regardless, to be honest. But yeah. So we're gonna need to grab our shulker boxes here that has rotten flesh for some reason. Bam, bam, and let's get on out of here. Some rockets, and yeah. Oh crap, we need to we need to get some flint and steel up. We need to make a proper portal. So let me just. And then we need to get some flint. Get some flint and steel. Oh my god, there's a pillager tower right here. I did not even know that. Oh, we could make some pretty nice boats and whatnot around this area. Have it like a Norse boat right here. Oh my god, I did not even notice this spot right here. How did I miss this? There's another village! Wow, I chose a really good spot to move to. Anyway, like I said, I need to get some flint real quick. And then I think what we can do future-wise as well right here is we have like a proper pathway all the way up. And we kind of have it be like you go through a tunnel to get into the mountain area. And we can like raise some of the mountain peaks here to make it a bit more hidden. I think that'd be really cool. We got a lot of work that we need to do. Oh, I'm actually a bit more excited about this than the Western Town stuff. So I am ready. Go through the hole! Dang it! I was really hoping. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Was really hoping I would make it through the hole. Alright, let me go and get some dark oak saplings. Oh, well, I messed up. I'm gonna need way more logs than this. But we will be able to grow our own trees with the saplings we receive from this. Hopefully I chop down all of the wood here. But with the way it looks, probably not. How much did we get? Almost 2 stacks. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Or did we get it all? I think we actually may have gotten all the wood there. Nice. I should probably grab some of the crops here, so that way I don't have it just lounging around. Alright. I think that should be more than enough. I'm gonna get on out of here. Gonna go to try to find a few things here and there. Let me actually... No, I should have one back at base. Like at my, present one, not my new one. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to our old base. Current one, but kind of old one now. Whatever you want to call it. And perfect landing. Let's take a look inside here. Sorry about that. Got hair in my mouth for some reason. Okay, I actually may not have what I thought in this area. Huh. Oh well. I was gonna grab a jukebox so that way I can have like the creator music disc playing. Or the other side, not creator. But I guess I will need to make a new jukebox. Oh well. Like I said, we have plenty of diamonds. I don't care about making more jukeboxes. One thing I want to make on this server is a casino. I kind of not hear anything. Oh, there you go. I can hear stuff. That was weird. I didn't even change anything. Anyway, one thing I want to do is make like a casino, have it where you can like do a slot machine with the new shelf blocks and whatnot. I'm taking too much damage there. God dang. I used to be really good back in the day on the Xbox One. Back in my day on the Xbox One, I used to be really good with that flying minigame. Majority of the games I played, I succeeded very well. started turning from an old man there to like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. If I had a nickel for every time. Ah, Perry the Platypus. Alright, let's get some of the dark oak trees up and going. And let's get some music up and going here. Bam! I need to get a mining section up and going. I need to go, like, underneath where the beacon is. I need to make multiple beacons. That's the main thing. But let's do a quick cleanup of our inventory before we do anything else here real quick. Get some of the torches here. And then we should grab some of the food. There it is, our Silk Touch pickaxe, because we need that. Because we need to get a mixture of cobblestone and stone. And we're being jumped by a zombie. Get out of here, man. Ooh, we got chainmail leggings. Let's see. I think over here would be just a good area in general. Alright, so we're gonna go out about this far. Get out of here! I'm trying to talk to the chat, please. Alright, so we're gonna go downwards from here. So here, we're gonna go this direction as far as the whole going upward stuff. From here, we're gonna go downwards with this. Or should we go with Deep Slate? Oh! Deep Slate would also... We're gonna go with Deep Slate. Deep Slate would look really cool for this. God, this is the one thing I hate about living in the mountains area is how high up you are. You have to dig pretty, what do you say, pretty far down before you make it to Deep Slate. Hey, Fallen Rose, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Man, when is this haze gonna hit? I'm doing pretty good myself. So I'm going to be trying something new here, trying to ask some questions for people that join a stream. What is your favorite game or a game you're excited about coming out this year for 2026? Or if you have any favorite games in general, just what are your favorite games? Oh, we have found a cave system. Let's see what we got down here. I'm going to try to grab some of this coal here. This would be pretty good to bring back. Especially for like some campfire stuff. I'm trying to get some beacons up and going type of thing. Like a kind of medieval fantasy type version. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm trying to at least see about expanding about talking more so with some of my questions here and there. So glad to be one of the first few streamers that actually responds back. Quarantine Zone. I think I started playing this. Is that the one with the or no, maybe. Hang on. Is that the one where you're like in a did I find an ancient city? I don't know. But you are in like a hospital setting, you're like a doctor and whatnot, and then there's like a zombie outbreak, or am I thinking of something else? I might be thinking of something else, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, gotta be careful with that part right there. I'm gonna sneak on to that. Of course they add a skeleton right next to you. Oh, that is dirty. That is dirty. Careful. Okay, we're good. Ooh, that could have been really bad right there. Look at it. Just gonna break that right there. Oh, it's that one. Okay. I was pretty close with it, but yeah, I've heard of that one before. I've seen a few TikTokers play that game here and there. Yeah, the one I'm thinking about. Hang on, let me actually pull it up real quick. Steam. I should probably put on my face cam just in case I share anything that I shouldn't share. Nothing bad, like that sort of stuff, but more so just information about myself. Crud. What is it called? I should probably stream it one day. Cure! That's what I was thinking of. It's called Cure. I definitely, yeah, I've seen the quarantine game before. I definitely think it would be a cool game to check out one of these days. Yeah, so Cure, I haven't played in a hot second here, but I definitely need to, like, play it here soon again. Basically, you're working at a hospital, and after some time, a meteor kind of hits, like, the town area and whatnot, and you start noticing some patients start getting infected and whatnot, and your job is to, like, basically try to cure them, obviously. But if they transform, you basically just shoot them. So it's kind of like quarantine in a sense, but a little different. It's more so like, think of like the trading card or like game shop type of game and whatnot. Think of it like that, mixed with quarantine, I'd say. That's how I would best describe it. But I definitely will try to take a gander at it since you mentioned it's on sale. I did not know that. Honestly, it's Steam. I'm not surprised. But I did not know it was on sale. It honestly really is. Like I said, I really need to get back into it. Because I started playing the early access. And then there was like only so much you can do, unfortunately. But I did hear they added some updates. So one thing I had like a small complaint about was like when you grab something like, say, penicillin, if you grab it out of the box and you realize, oh, you already have too much of it in one area or you didn't really actually need it, you can't place it back into the box. But they fixed that like shortly after I stopped playing it for a second. But yeah, you know what? I'll tomorrow around like tomorrow after workish time in the Eastern Zone, so probably like after 5 p.m. or something, I'll probably stream it. Try out something new, you know? Yeah, I really love when that happens. Like, it's kind of like what like some people have with like Power World and whatnot, where there was just some things that were missing and they upgraded, like they added more and more here and there. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, I did not place down a crafting table. But yeah, I definitely need to give some new games here and there. So definitely need to try out that quarantine game. But definitely will play Cure tomorrow. Because, like I said, it's been a hot second since I played it, and I'd like to see if there's anything else that was updated since then. Let's see here. Then I don't think I've seen much other people play it, so it would be pretty cool to get like ahead of the game right there. Get just before it pops off. Oh yeah, Schedule 1. I actually did play that a little bit when it first came out. I didn't really like stream or record it, but I did play with like friends. Personally, me, it was pretty intriguing to play, but definitely like it was definitely that game where it's like for a week you play and then don't play for me personally. Not that it's a bad game or anything, just after a minute it was like, okay, not much else to do. Again, not dissing on the game or if you like it type of thing, just definitely, I think I definitely should try to see about playing it again here soon as well. I did hear there was some updates since I last played. Yeah, that was like the main thing, like main recent thing I just heard was they added the cartel to it. I need to see what the other people on this server, I need to see when we're playing like more games. I know I got something planned with one of the members, but I think it would be really fun getting back to like stuff like Peak again with them. Let's see here. Stick, color. I think I'm gonna just break all this ore here. Oh, that's actually really cool. I like it when I hear like solo game developers first create a game and then they like start expanding it here and there. Kind of like, in my opinion, like the best game you could describe that for is like Terraria, where it's not exactly a solo developer, but it was just like a group of people that just created the game and it started getting bigger and bigger. So they add like a few more people here and there. Or like Minecraft, for example, obviously. One of the best-selling games started off because one man was like in a competition for creating a game short and quick. But like, yeah, it definitely does raise that like high hopes of like, what do you say? High hopes that like there's going to be more to come in a faster and more polished sense, you know? Okay, I'm gonna start working on fixing all this stuff here. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm gonna need a fact check here. You can only use the stonecutter on cobbled deep slate, correct? Am I mistaken for that part, or? Because I think I remember trying to use normal deep slate before, and it didn't work out. Yeah, honestly, it's so crazy that somebody did, like, it's crazy to see some games here and there where it's like one person creates it and how fast they can update it. Granted, it's not like super high quality, realistic graphic. I mean, I don't really care about graphics type of thing, but it's like crazy that they can use that to their advantage to create more so that sort of stuff. I don't know. I feel like I remember playing before multiple times trying to use the stonecutter, and it just did not work whatsoever on a deep slate. So bum bum bum. Yeah, it makes sense, honestly. Like, I still use that for a lot of recipes, but I'm trying to use the not crafting table, the stone cutter a bit more when it comes to this stuff. I really wish. So here's one thing I always say a lot right here. I really wish that Minecraft came out with a woodcutter, because it would make it so much easier to make stairs and whatnot. Ooh, let me grab that iron with my silk touch. Whoop! That could have been a nasty fall right there. Let's see here. Where do I go? I guess let's go this direction. Kind of just try to... God, where do I go from here? Hang on. Yeah, let's kind of like do a 180 here. Go this direction and 180 it. Not that I would actually die from that fall damage, but I don't want to do too much work with the making this mine tunnel just yet. So right now, it's been mainly Minecraft. When I first started this channel, it was like a mixture of Minecraft, Terraria, and Call of Duty. But after a while, it was kind of just like slowing down. I wasn't too interested in the like any of the stuff like new Call of Duty whatsoever. And granted, I could do mod Terraria, but after you play through some of the original Terraria for a hot second, it's hard to kind of like make more content on it. But I do plan on doing like challenges here and there soon with like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2, some custom zombies maps for that. And then do like a challenge for Terraria. I really want to do a yo-yo only challenge on master mode. I have never really used yo-yos that much for that sort of stuff. So I would really like to see how far I can make it with that. But yeah, at the moment, not too interested in like modern Call of Duty. At least with like zombies or multiplayer or anything like that. It's just... It's cool, but the soul just isn't there. And I have streamed a few games here and there, like Peak and whatnot, with some of the members on this server. Like Peak and Repo. Well, we try to do Repo, but it's mainly been Peak. Would really like to play like... Oh, we did do some Lethal Company as well. Or at least I did. I would love to play some more like games like that in the future. Oh, Terraria. So Terraria is such a great game. It's actually only $10. And you can actually buy like a 4-pack for you and your friends. And it's such a great game. Definitely, like I said, probably will play that here soonish as well. I'm at the moment, so my issue right now at the moment is I have a lot of past recordings that I need to edit, and I'm trying to make it into a hyper edit, like basically the movie of Minecraft, because I had like a month's worth of streams that equaled over a whole entire like IRL day. So I don't want to like split that up into too many episodes. I kind of want to just get it all edited out of the way and then do a proper like here's some proper videos here and there. It's not exactly like Stardew Valley. The pixel art stuff and like fighting mobs and whatnot are kind of similar-ish. Actually, they did have a crossover before, where you can actually get the Terrarians, one of the Terraria swords in the game. I think it's like the Star Fury or something like that. Starlight, Star Fury. Yeah. Oh, I just got that like creepy Minecraft noise. I do have like game audio, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, I think they named it something else. I never really played Stardew Valley myself. It seemed like an interesting game, just never got around to play it. Let me actually make this thing I was talking about. What is it? Isn't it like this for a stonecutter? Yeah, look at that. My memory serves me correct. And then cobble deep slate. Yeah. Okay, so it is cobble deep slate that I use because I really don't think you can use normal one. I should have grabbed some. Cobble deep slate. I need to rechange my keybinds for this mouse. I have to use my like mouse when I first built my PC, and I know you can't exactly hear it, but I have an issue where it, like rattles as I shake it, and I don't know what makes it rattle, but there's only like so many components inside a mouse, and I don't even know how that happened. I mean, you might have heard it when I was shaking it right there while speaking, but I don't know how that happened. My old mouse that I was originally using, I kind of broke the scroll wheel on that one. Very deep tunnel, very deep tunnel. Yeah, so when I first started, I got this like cheap $25 mouse off of Amazon. And that was what I first started with. It's like a T16 model something. I don't even know what it is exactly from. But that's what I first started with. And then I moved through a few different mice here and there just because I like different feelings of excuse me, different feelings with the mice. And I landed up with a Logitech one. And it was one of those wireless chargeable ones where it can be like line in or wireless. And it worked so well for a good while. And then that one just started breaking. It was like stuttering and all this stuff. So I was like, well, that's the end of that mouse. So then I got like this Razer mouse. And I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I don't really stream it, but I've been playing a lot of that lately. And I promise you, my teammates are some of the dumbest teammates in the world. Like some of the random people that I play. And when I get frustrated, I like slam my mouse on my desk sometimes. And I think that's what broke my scroll wheel. I can still hear it like click and I can still like press down on it. I just can't actually scroll with it. Yeah, Yeah, I think that's what probably did it. Issue is, I didn't realize till like the next day. I'm trying to like edit a video. I'm using like trying to use the scroll wheel. And I'm like, why is this not working? So I thought it was just a PC issue. So I used my other PC for streaming. That didn't work, and I was like, well, it's a mouse issue. It's really fun. I really enjoy it, despite my despite my teammates here and there. Okay, yeah, no, you cannot use normal deep slate. Cobble's deep slate is the only way to go for that, unfortunately. But it's still really fun, personally. But like I said, my teammates are not the greatest in the world. Unfortunately, it's because of the fact the season just started. So I had to go through some of the competitive ranking system there. Yeah, I think it's just like a shooter game in general. Just teammates suck. It's always the teammate's fault when something goes bad. And if it's the other team doing way too good, they're hacking, you know? Let me find that sand. Oh, yeah. No, I'm kind of used to it too. I don't really like try to trash talk in the game type of stuff, but it's just more so like, it's more so it gets to you after a hot second. I think it should be enough sand. I need to get purple. Let's try to get some purple up and going in here. Purple. See, leaves. I need to get some actual poppies and whatnot. Oh wait, what am I talking about? If I remember correctly, I was given a bunch of poppies by LJ. She just came around here and just started placing it all over the place at the village. That's right over there, yeah. Ooh, I will need some lapis. That's the issue there. There it is. There's some of the poppies here. Bam. So what other games do you play? Or like any games you're excited about coming out? Personally, me, I'm waiting for GTA 6. Atomfall. It's an apocalyptic games. RPG. RPGs are like a weird genre for me. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I guess it depends on the game style, I would say. But that sounds pretty cool. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Atomfall. Or maybe I have? See, now that's the thing. Now it's gonna be like an itch on the back of my mind on if I actually heard that or not. Makes sense. Honestly, like I said, RPGs are like a hit or miss type of thing. I think like the only RPG I can definitely say that I would like 100% like type of thing is I like Fable. Fable is like, I'd say kind of like RPG is. It's not like the traditional like turn-based one. I like Fable, and then I like Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is such a phenomenal game. What else other RPGs? I don't know. It's hard for me to like think of like the exact like proper games that fit that genre. Oh, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. That is an amazing one right there. Personal favorite. Love that game. No, it's like a bit loosey-goosey with the RPG style there, but what level am I at? Okay, I should be seeing some lapis here soon. Oh, we got a zombie trying to awaken the skulk here. Gonna grab some gold. I swear, or no, wait, yeah, I forgot. There is gonna be an ancient city down here. That's the whole entire reason. I forgot that's the whole entire reason why Prisky and me wanted to build the base here, or not base here. Travel here originally to get the ancient city for the armor trim. Where the winds meet. I think I just saw that earlier today. Like, isn't that like a new game that came out? I think I seen that like on the new and trending. I didn't really get to like actually watch the type of thing. I know I was like trying to look for some games here and there. But yeah, honestly, I think I need to start branching out a bit here, more like a bit more with games myself, because I didn't think I would like Baldur's Gate 3 as much as I did. But I downloaded it because a group of my friends were like, "Oh, we gotta try it." And I remember creating my character, being stuck in the stuck at the creation screen, like, "All right, I'm done." And they're still making theirs, and all I'm hearing is just down, down, down by the river for like over an hour. Whew. Yeah, that takes up a lot of gigabytes then. I know the pain though of needing more space. I had to like bite the bullet a few months ago to buy like a 2 terabyte extension drive, because I was like, man, I have a lot of games that I like and I need to get some more storage for them. That's crazy. That is crazy that it is more than GTA 5. I mean, to be fair, GTA 5 came out 13 years ago. Yeah, 13 years ago. Extension things work. So, it's kind of weird with laptops. I don't know the exact how they work. I run a, like, PC desktop, so with that is more so the motherboard that you would just need to open up and just slide into the slot that it goes into. As far as laptops, I can't exactly help you there, like I said, unfortunately. I know you could probably look into like what do you say, look into obviously the external type of drives type of stuff. I've heard they do work pretty well for some users. It depends, I guess, the brands and stuff like that. But I don't want to like guarantee anything like that and give you like the wrong information. So unfortunately, I can't say how well they would or would not work. I need to put stairs here. This is going to take way too long. I understand like the intimidation of opening up a laptop. Actually, for a little bit of time, part of my job was opening up them like school laptops and whatnot. I completely understand the fear of it, but I promise you, it's not as bad as you think it would be. The best things you could do is have your work like a nice table that's not like on carpet or anything, just that you don't build static electricity. If you have carpet, it's fine. I just recommend like touching metal before you work on the computer. and all you really need to worry about is usually like the underside of the laptop. So you don't need to worry about anything such as the keyboard or the display or anything like that. There are a lot of guides on YouTube that helps walk you through that sort of stuff, because that's how I felt with building my own computer, like PC itself, and like also, like I said, with working on laptops. But after a little bit, you come to realize that's not as bad as it seems to be. Let's get some purple. Bam. And then I'm gonna break this beacon here. We're gonna build it underground. Oh, I probably should have grabbed some grass blocks to not have the hole here. No, I completely understand. It is great to still be like very careful. Try not to, you know, obviously drop or anything. But as long as one, you know, I recommend placing all your screws into one spot. Usually I grab like little red solo cups. I usually find them to work the best for me personally. And like separate between like if they are different shapes and sizes. To unscrew it all, and then to continue forward with that, you just need to, like I said, try not to build up a lot of static electricity. So don't wear like a woolly jacket or anything like that. But part of my career is to kind of like take apart and put things back together. I've had to do that for actually a lot of my consoles, to be honest. Like my Xbox consoles, I've done that for a lot. I did it for some PC, some phones here and there. Main ones have mainly been computers. Makes sense. So that would depend, I guess, on your GPU. Best thing you can do is figure out what manufacturer you have. So if it's like NVIDIA or AMD, best thing you can do is look for the drivers and whatnot if you haven't already, and install them so that your computer can run a lot smoother and better. And usually, like, those companies, they have, like, automatic drivers you can install for them. Believe it's AMD. Usually, there's, like, a little sticker you can see where it says, like, AMD or NVIDIA on it, on the laptop itself. If not, you can try to, like, search up your specific laptop. Gotcha. It's always a thing. So, like I said, I'm a computer, kind of computer wizard type of thing. We usually recommend trying to update your computer as much as you can. So I usually recommend like once a week check to see if there's like an update for the drivers and whatnot, because they have like they have it all in separate spots. So you have Windows drivers, and then you have the NVIDIA / AMD. You have to open up their specific software for that stuff, and then you have what do you say? If it's extra super duper specific, other drivers as well. But for the most part, for gaming-wise, you would just need to focus on Windows and the graphics drivers. Okay. Yeah, so what you mainly need to worry about, so the RTX 5050, you would just need to, like I said, just search up the specific, sorry, brain fart here. Just the specific company, AMD or NVIDIA. In this case, it sounds like it's AMD. and just they have like adrenaline drivers, and they can have like an automatic installation for that. Yeah, got some grass. Perfect. Ah, I need more grass. No. I forgot. This did take a couple stacks of iron to set up here. Makes sense. Sometimes it is automatically updating, but it does not hurt to check every once in a while for this stuff. You never know what may happen. That's the main issue I've ran into here and there. Makes sense. You're really gonna get that with a lot of, to be honest, with a lot of like gaming laptops, because people try to compare it to a proper computer itself. And the issue is it's really hard to fit the power of a computer into a laptop without sacrificing some things like battery and whatnot. So, in my opinion, for the most part, a lot of people can usually settle with just laptop. Like, there's nothing wrong with a laptop, personally. Like, honestly, one of my goals was to get a laptop I can bring on the go with me so that I can do stuff like edit videos without having it be, what do you say, without it being on my main computer here. So if I'm like out and about, I have some time to kill, edit a video here and there. Actually, RTX, that sounds more like NVIDIA for that one. I don't know, I could be mistaken. I could be mistaken with that. I'm gonna grab the skulker box, deposit some of my grass and whatnot in there. Yeah, exactly. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, to be frank, a lot of gaming laptops really aren't that bad. Like, honestly, like unless you buy something that's like was created like 7+ years ago, where it's like all you needed was two sticks of RAM and a half a battery to play a game, then honestly, most games nowadays you can play with like modern laptops. Okay, I did not want to. I know I was kind of like flippy floppy there with my response, because I was thinking about, I was like, RTX. That sounds more like NVIDIA. I don't know. It was just, I have a mixture of the two. So for my gaming computer, I have AMD for my GPU, and I mainly have it so that way I can play games. It's nice, affordable, and I don't need anything too crazy with the anything for content creation. However, for the content creation, I have NVIDIA because of the fact that it works the best. Like, Twitch can only work well with NVIDIA for some reason. With AMD cards, you cannot really stream on Twitch, or else you'll have some issues with that. So, my streaming computer is a NVIDIA one, and it allows me to do stuff where it's like my background's a little blurry for the like my background's a little blurry back there, so I can have like my main body here, nice, perfectly crystal clear, but everything behind me you can't really see that well. So it really depends for that sort of stuff when it comes to graphics cards. Personally, me, if you're just gaming, just need something that's affordable but gets a great performance for like a main computer, you would go with the, I would say go with AMD. If you're looking for more so content creation, go for NVIDIA. But that's just that's my 2 hands in the cookie jar there. All right. We need to go back down there. I need to... Nope. We are going to make some stairs because, gosh darn it, I am tired of hitting my head on every step of the way. Oh, looks like my Siri bot banned another person. It's always weird seeing those messages come up that bans a person from the channel because they're usually bots, but it's kind of weird not seeing like what they would have sent or if they were trying to follow. Honestly, yeah, if you can like really budget out the money for it, definitely worth the whole getting something like newer stuff. Obviously, I wouldn't really recommend trying to buy that stuff for like $3,000 and you get like a slap in the face for your performance. But that's actually really good that you got on sale. That's what I was originally gonna do, like I said, with the whole laptop stuff, and then kind of had other financial interests in mind for what I wanted, and then kind of just fell behind on actually saving up for it. Ooh, we got some emeralds. Right now, more so trying to focus on saving up for this year for certain things, just pay off a lot of stuff a lot faster. Oh yeah, that is a pretty nice brand right there. That's actually what I usually work with for companies and whatnot. They mainly use Lenovo. And for the most part, I can't really say there's too much issues with them besides like just needing to run updates, like I said. Honestly, you don't have to tell me twice about that. I mean, just RAM prices alone, unbelievable. And I hate that because of the fact that the main reason why is because a lot of companies are doing the whole AI stuff, so it skyrocketed a lot of the prices now. And it's like, personally me, AI should be mainly to help innovate and improve on certain things like medical stuff, where it can like catch stuff like cancer and whatnot. Not to be, hey, I'm Clippy 2.0. You want to know some information about this document you're reading? Or stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Call me an old man screaming at the clouds, but... I mean, honestly, if you had the money and you got it on a sale and like, it's like a pretty good price. I don't think it's like that bad personally, because I actually, when I first built my computer, like the first time I built it was just when COVID hit, and it was right before a lot of the price gouging started to happen. Like a lot of scalpers started to come into the play, so I could have gotten something a lot better, and I was originally going to do that, but then I decided, nah, I'll just wait. And I found out that everything that I wanted to basically upgraded went downhill because of the fact that everything was just triple the cost. Oh yeah, under 1,000. Honestly, that's not bad for a pretty new like graphics card and whatnot. That's actually really good. There we go. We can finally go up and down a little bit here. We got like a few more sections to hit though. This is gonna be so annoying. I need to hire somebody to just do this for me. I'll just, you know what? I'll have an AI person play Minecraft for me. I'm gonna become Quibble Cop. I'm joking. I would never in a million years do that. Yeah, honestly, like for the most part, like most games are still within that range. Like I don't think they're really gonna go too much past that standard just yet. And if people are still like, you know, a lot of people are still gonna be holding on to their old parts, so they're gonna be the main demographic that they want to cater to for that sort of stuff. So honestly, like that's not bad. Besides, like you said, the storage. That's the only downside I can really say about getting a gaming laptop is usually the storage. Because usually they have like, on average, like half a terabyte to a single terabyte. And maybe a little bit of the RAM, but that's because I'm a little greedy with that stuff. Yeah. Basically just like what I said. Like add some more RAM, be a little greedy here and there. That's what I would do. Now, if you do, so here's the thing. When it comes with the RAM, if you do that, try to get the same brand. Like same like specs and whatnot. Because of the fact that if you have like two different types, it can severely mess with the RAM settings. Makes sense. I will say try to back everything up before you do any like major PC renovations. Like even if it's just like a simple storage card, just in case the worst. Like that's one thing I would stress to a lot of people when it comes to a lot of this stuff is try to prepare for the worst of things just in case. Yep, no, not a problem. Honestly, I didn't even know about that till I started like expanding my RAM slots. Where I did some research into it, where it's like, could I have this much RAM or could I do this and that? And I started learning more, and it was like, oh, okay, I need to not do random stuff. I think you could probably find more so about the information from like the website manufacturer. It would probably tell you a lot more information with that stuff. I don't know if there's like a different way. Let me see if there's a way with this thing. Give me a second. I'm gonna go into Facecam mode. Webinar. Printing. That's inputs. Multimedia. I'm not certain. It would be a thing I'd have to research into. Let's see here. Memory. Not seeing it, at least with what I know can tell you like more information about that stuff. By the way, if you want to talk about a different subject, we can. This is just more so like my nerd out subject because computer science is what I got my degree in. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, crap. No. There you go. Bum, bum, bum. That's such a weird noise. Well, I'm glad that I am able to assist with this, personally. Like, literally, it is my pretty much job at the moment. I'm trying to, like, move up a little bit in the ladder here, but my job at the moment is being IT support, so I like helping when I can. Let me actually get this shulker box. Bam. Throw away all of this useless items. Actually, I need that. Bam, bam. Yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling when you're first, like, looking into, like, what type of computer parts, what type of computers do you want, that sort of stuff. It gets real confusing. But it's just a thing that you kind of have to, like, when you're, what do you say? When you're working on, like, looking into that stuff, you kind of start learning more and more about that lingo. Hang on. Yeah, last I remember, unless they turned it back on, haha. But it should be off. Let's see, where am I at? I'm gonna try to go to the diamond levels. Oh, we are breaking into the what do you say? Breaking into the ancient city. Is there a way I can just... Seems like I can just right hook this. I'm just gonna right hook this. Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, that is the main thing you'll receive, is it varies. Because the best laptop is subjective to what you want to go for. Where there's people who are like, the best laptop for drawing, the best laptop for gaming, the best laptop for streaming, that sort of stuff. And that's normal for, like, even like PCs themselves as well. So unfortunately, you don't get the proper answer of what is the best. It's more so the answer of what do you want the best to be. And it's kind of annoying with that. I do not have a hoe on me. All right. Is this what I think it is? Yes. Okay. We could right hook it right here as well. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll build, like, a proper tunnel all the way down here in the future. It's just right now, this is the best way to get down. Ah, I should have made it one block over. Oh, well. Hold this out. Yeah, pretty much exactly that. Like, personally, my main thing was I cared about a lot of stuff with that sort of thing. So what I was looking for, very differently from what I was seeing online. But eventually, you know, like you did with your current laptop, you find the one where you're like, you know what? This is pretty good. There's not really any complaints about it. And that's where the best, like, kind of feeling gets when you finally get it and you're able to actually use it. Like, for me personally, it's like with this microphone I have right here, I remember seeing, like, some people complain about it, and I'm, like, seeing other reviews and whatnot. I'm like, this actually seems like pretty much what exactly I want it for. It's not that expensive, and so I decided to go with it. I got it, and I'm like, man, I like the sound of this. I like everything about it. There's, like, nothing I would want to change about it. Yeah. The game. Yeah, no. Honestly, for the longest time, I was controller myself. Even when I was like streaming here and there, it was usually like Minecraft, Terraria, or Call of Duty. But with Call of Duty, I played with a controller, so it was mainly like the simple controls with playing video games versus trying to use like all the keys on the keyboard for like the high heavy hitter games like Call of Duty. I was always just, you know what, I'm just playing a controller in. Well, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to review every microphone I wanted. So there's like differences between like a dynamic microphone, which I have, where it focuses on the voice, and a condenser microphone, which kind of like takes everything surrounding area of it. And that was like the biggest thing that I needed to learn what I wanted for a microphone. And I decided with a dynamic one because I have pets and whatnot, and I don't need the dog barking being picked up on the microphone. And it's a lot easier to fine-tune, in my opinion. I actually don't really have a downside personally about it. Alright, well, let's get started with this here. We're gonna build our beacon starting off right here. So this is layer 1. This will be layer 2. Let me grab this redstone. Oh no, we can't build it here. Crap. Okay. Change the plans. Fixing. So, I guess we'll kind of inverse this build a little bit here. Alright, let's see here. Think you said this was layer 4, 3, 2, 1. So this will have to be layer 1 right here. And this will be layer 2. Layer 3. And layer 4. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. I don't remember tough being this common. Did I craft this into anything? Tough. Oh, tough bricks. Ooh. Oh, I wish I didn't see that. That would look so cool for the build. Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna... We'll get a lot of that as well. I actually might go more so with tough. With the build design I wanted to go with. Because my thought process is I'm trying to make a kind of like Norse town hall type of theme. I found like a picture that I liked off of the Pinterest forums. And I was going to go with like deep slate instead of like the stone they had. And now that I see this tough, I'm thinking I'm gonna throw a pun out here. I think it looks pretty tough. Oh my god. Oh. Man, I wish I didn't see that, because now I'm gonna need a lot of tough. Thank you. I'm here all week. You've been warned. I kinda messed up this beacon, but you know what, that's okay. Yeah, Deep Slate is personally, like, ever since it started coming out with the Caves and Cliffs update, started becoming more and more my favorite, like, block to build with. I just like more so, like, I guess darker themed blocks for the saturation. Alright, have a good night. Still see you in the Discord. Yes, the tiles are so clean. Something's wrong here. Or not. God, it's so weird building underground a beacon. Even weirder is you can actually build it on the nether roof, so... Bam. Alright. It's gonna be a little dark here. So, ooh, we got some diamonds. It's kind of hard to see that, but I promise you there's diamonds here. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Do I have cobblestone in my inventory? I do. Perfect. I don't want to, like, use too much of the deep slate here. Or, I'm going to be digging straight back down anyway. I'm just mainly doing this so that way I can light up the beacon. Acacia and dark oak. I can actually see it. I can actually envision it. Sorry, I had to, like, take a second there and envision in my head. And, like, yeah, no, I know a lot of people hate on acacia, but I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I think the main issue is when it comes to people hating on blocks is they don't know how to incorporate well. And I was, like, the biggest hater of jungle wood for the longest while until I started learning more so how to build with it. And that's when I started realizing more so, like, oh, crap. I could actually make some pretty good builds with this. So I've started to come in to, like, learn and love a lot of the blocks here and there in Minecraft. But acacia, honestly, personally, me, acacia isn't even that bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not that bad, like a lot of people try to say. You know, it's kind of hard, personally, me. Birch is also another hard one to use into builds, but I have seen it work. So, I've recently seen this. It's like you use oak logs, or, well, more so oak logs. You use oak logs for the kind of like outline of builds and whatnot, and you use birch stripped logs to make kind of like the wall texture itself. And I've seen that worked really well for a combination of a house build. Whew, dang, it's 1:42 a.m. for me. That is wild. Yeah, the planks are definitely like one that I'm the least favorite towards as far as building wise goes. Ah! I'm suffocating. Suffocation, no breathing. Yeah, I used to stay up late, and then I actually did get sick like last month, which kind of like messed up with the whole like recording and streaming. So I never really got around to like editing and anything, and then that kind of like in a sense cured my staying up late because I was more so a night owl, and then I guess now I'm reverting back to a night owl form. But normally I used to stay up late, but kind of have to be an adult here soon, I guess. I want to more so at least get the beacon up and going and get some more resources before anything else. Where did I spawn at anyway here? Oh, I'm literally right next to that right there. I didn't think I made it this perfectly aligned with this stuff. Let me go and deposit my junk. Got some junk mail. Get away! Alright, let's see here. We got some steak. Yeah, literally that is what's going on right now for me. I don't know exactly what it was. Originally it was like a sinus infection that happened, but then it's just, I don't know. Christmas time was like such a weird time for all of the diseases. Like people were getting like super flus and whatnot. Whew, 5 a.m. Yeah, I think, what time did I go to bed last night? I think I was pretty much up about the same-ish time, I'm not gonna lie. But I am also like on call as well for my job, so I had to like check notifications every once in a while. At this time, I don't have to check so much. They can like actually call me if I actually need to take a ticket, but I had to check like my ticketing system every now and then. And so I actually had to get some good night's sleeps, but thankfully I'm off the clock now for that stuff. Alright, we should be hitting the iron here in 3, 2, 1, now. I'm low already. Makes sense, yeah. So normally I don't really get sick whatsoever, but whatever that was really like kicked my butt with it. All right, I'm gonna use this emerald. I'm losing my voice. Hang on. Emerald ore to power the beacon here. There we go. We got a beacon underground. Sonic Underground. Man, I think that is a good spot for the beacon here. It's not a lot, but this helps out so much with the deep slate. I mean, it helps out greatly with the tough, obviously, but the deep slate, it helps out just a little bit here. Not every day. It's usually just 1 week out of the month I'm on call. It's just, unfortunately, it happened to be this week, or technically last week. Yeah, so I'm not like the only one at my job. There's a couple of us that have worked the IT position, but unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, but fortunately, because I love the overtime, I get the extra pay, so. And who doesn't like a little extra money, you know? And fortune shines on it one day. Hopefully I get a little bit extra from here, so that way I can have that be put back into the channel and whatnot. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. And I'm gonna get rid of the snow blocks. I don't really need that. So it's kind of a low question. Most I can talk about is that I do IT work. I don't want to like give too much about my job because part of the things I don't want to do is give too much information about my personal life. But I work remote and I mainly just focus on calling people if they need assistance immediately, or it's just like send an email where I can remote and do some work on their computers and whatnot to help assist with any problems they may have. Also, hey, how do you pronounce that? Thardu Sadashan? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm gonna call you Thari if that's okay. Sorry, you gotta kind of give it a little time with the YouTube. It's a bit delayed with when you actually send a message and when I can respond. I don't know why that is the case. YouTube kind of just is a little wonky about that. Apologies, by the way, if I butchered your name. I really did not mean to if I did that. Yeah, no, you're good. I completely understand with the whole, like, personal questions things, because, like, part of the thing that you want to know when it comes to watching content creators is, like, at least somewhat more about their interests and stuff like that, and not so much of, like, hey, I'm here playing a game. Yeah, look at me, mine. Like, you don't want to... That's not really entertaining type of thing. So I completely understand. That's why I was like trying to let you know, like there's some things I can say, some things I can't. You know, I will say, it is kind of crazy, kind of like thinking about some like Minecraft's history, that we were originally going to get like ruby ore and not emerald, but because one of the developers was colorblind, I think it's Jeb, is colorblind, it swapped from ruby to emerald. Yeah, it's definitely that thing where I know I'm not big, and I hope one day I get to that part, but it's definitely that thing. I don't want like crazy people to show up on my doorstep and be like, "Hey, I'm your biggest fan. Will you go with me?" or something like that. And it's like, who even are you? Ooh, diamonds. Yeah, I do think rubies would have been super cool, but honestly, I still like the fact we got emeralds. That was a big vein of diamonds. Hang on. I think that was more than 8. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Sorry, I had to plant some diamonds there to randomly find, you know? Where are we standing at? We're almost there. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, more diamonds. So that's also kind of a weird question. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I keep on saying I have a scheduled time, but I kind of been really bad about that lately. Probably gonna try to just start it around like... So I think it depends on more so if I'm working or not. Like holy crap. This is a lot of diamonds. I'm sorry. I am just amazed right now on the amount of diamonds I just got in a small vicinity. I think I'm gonna try to have it where it's like if I'm not on call, I'll have it be done earlier, so that way I can do stuff where I have it start earlier. A lot of people are able to watch it during the week and weekend and have a good time with that. If I'm on call, then that will be more so a thing where it's like, okay, I'll probably start a bit later for the weekday and weekends, so that way I can have like majority of the people that would have issues have their problems resolved, and then focus on streaming. So that way, if there's any issues wise, it's like a quick check-in, like, okay, give me 5 minutes, guys. So at the moment, I don't have a good time schedule. I actually kind of just started streaming once more again. I finally got over most of my sickness, so. So I personally do not have a Discord server. However, there is the Grovecraft Discord server. It should be in the description of this YouTube, or no, you're on Twitch. Usually I have it in the description of YouTube videos. It's the same username, Lipter Gaming. But that's usually what I would be on as far as like anything like that goes. I used to actually have a Discord, but that kind of got stale in my opinion, and I never really interacted or did much on it. And I didn't want to have like a Discord server just be there without much going on, you know? And I was a lot smaller as well when I created it. I was like oh wow. That was like back when I had like 500 subscribers. Man, that was like a year and a half ago. Sorry, going down a little bit of memory lane here. I don't know, it's kind of like weird thinking back how small. I mean, I'm still technically small, but how small I was. Yeah, so the Grovecraft server, they have a automatic notification for not just when I go live, but for when everybody goes live or upload videos and stuff like that. But I can definitely start looking into making a proper Discord server. Not gonna promise anything tonight, but maybe tomorrow or something, I'll look into it. Because like I said, I never really cared too much about the previous one I was in because of how small I was. Gonna make this look a little pretty. This actually might be a while before I actually make it to the top here. Oh yeah, because we got the we're near the beacon. We get the haze effect. Oh, thank the heavens for this. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I see what I did here. Whoops. Let me go back down. That's really nice. I think it's really cool when, what do you say? When you, kind of get built into communities here and there. It just builds that more so trust type of thing. Like, that's honestly really, really one thing that I can't wait for when I actually start doing stuff more properly with streaming and uploading. Honestly, I don't even know how I was invited to the SMP server here. Like, I know somebody definitely found my content, but it's definitely like, I don't know who type of thing. I just got a random email, checked it randomly in my business Outlook one day and was like, oh, I was invited to something. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's join it. Oh, wow. That is actually really cool. Yeah, right now, the most I got for mods is more so just some of my close friends. And that's about it, really. But I know most of my friends don't really watch too much of my voice crack. too much of my stream, so kind of just more so a one-man show at the moment for this stuff. Except for Sly and his fiance. I know they are pretty active here and there. At the moment, they're probably asleep, but... Then again, Sly is a Grover, so... I'm not gonna lie, whenever I think of the word Grover, I think of, like, the Sesame Street character. Oh, well, that kind of made a little bit of a mess here. Clean up on aisle 6. Yeah, it's definitely that thing you have to look out for that stuff. There's also another thing, like, I find it so funny whenever I, like, streamed and whatnot. I had a lot of people, they'll come in, they'll act nice and sweet, and then they'll be like, hey, I sell art, you want to buy my art? And it's like, you know, I knew you were going to end up leading to that path, and I appreciate it, but like, no thank you, I'm good. Where it's like, they want you to buy, like, it's always like the same type of style with them too. Like, the same style art for the whole, like, oh yeah, you can get a badge looking icon, and here's a Twitch overlay and stuff like that. And it's like, thanks. I think I like what I have right now. I'm not trying to be too extra out there, but I also have it like set to what I like. Wait, do I have this going? No, I don't have this set for anything. Yeah. Well, most of the time they're not exactly bots. They're like real people, but they just more so are trying to get that outreach. And it's like, I wish them the best of luck, obviously. But sometimes it's like, I'm not looking for that stuff. Gonna patch up a little bit of the mesh I made here. Bam. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, did I mess this up? Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad term, personally. Like, they do definitely act like one. Like, yeah, the prices, I mean, sometimes they try to charge good prices, like $20 or something like that, but it's like, at the same time, that's $20. $20 can get me a nice, delicious homemade burger, you know? Actually, multiple homemade burgers. I need to make burgers here soon. What you got for sale? We got some milk, water for emeralds. I don't really need any of this stuff. Well, time to get a free wandering traveler head. Let's see if we get the llamas as well. Hey, we got one of the llamas. Can we get the other one? Ah, nah. Bup, 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 bum, 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 ba-dum. All right. Just gonna place this down here. Oh, one of the bats escape. Hang on, let's try to capture him. Let's make a lead. Or not a lead, let's make a fence. Brain ain't working. Well, obviously not when I grab lapis. Yeah, let me make a lapis fence real quick. I should probably not place it there. Where'd the bat go? There it is. Okay. Grab a lead. Where'd you go? Come back here. I hear you. Can't see it with the snow. Oh, wait. Oh my god, the snow and darkness. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I need to actually see. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. And bam. Wait, bam. Come here. Need to lead you. Can I not lead bats? Oh my god, you can't lead bats. Huh. You learn something new every day. Well, that's a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's get the last little bit of cobblestone that I'll need for this. Yeah, I guess the answer is you cannot lead them. I mean, I never really tried in the past either, but I thought you really could. It's kind of weird with the, what do you say, what mobs you can and cannot lead. It's like one day it will work, next day it doesn't. Like, so I used to play more so on the Bedrock edition. They had it where if you had dripstones into a cauldron and it had like a single potion into it, it would replenish that potion inside the cauldron. But then they like shortly changed it afterwards, where it's like, yeah, no, that doesn't work anymore. Which, in my opinion, I think it should be a thing. That would be so cool, being able to like make a lot of strength pots and whatnot, or something like that, just very easily. But it would be overpowered, I guess. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, because Java didn't have it, they didn't want to have Bedrock have it. In my opinion, that's what I think a lot of stuff ends up being, is there's like some cool feature on one version of the game, but they don't want it to compete with the other side. Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's the same game, but you'll learn about like certain minute differences. Where it's like, for example, on Java Edition, you cannot bone meal sugarcane. However, on Bedrock, you can. Another example is on Java Edition, the weather is not that difficult. Bedrock is like the literal spawn of Satan himself into the world. Yeah, it's definitely those tiny moments where it's like, really? This worked on this version, why doesn't it work on this one? Yeah, I definitely feel the same way with that, personally. That most mobs are harder on Bedrock. But the weather especially, they actually do have it differently coded. I actually remember back on the Bedrock edition when the netherite armor was first introduced. I remember playing on the world with some friends, and they had a bug that wasn't really announced till after we did it, or really fixed till after we did it. We went to fight the Wither. And we both died, and we were like, whatever, we'll just grab our stuff back. Because one of the things about the netherite armor is explosions cannot damage it. Well, they did not account for the weather explosions from the heads or anything like that to not destroy the tools or gear that were netherite. So we lost our full netherite armor, full netherite tools like swords and pickaxes, and we pretty much immediately, like shortly afterwards, were like, yep, nope, we are done with this world. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we had too crazy things built onto it, but it's more so the fact that we were gonna have it be a world that we wanted to have like last a long time. It's actually the same world where, with one of my friends, traded me a diamond sword for 3 lapis. I don't know why, but I mean, I got a free diamond sword out of it. So if you're talking about like the llama head and trader heads and stuff like that, that's a mod plugin that we have for this SMP. If you're talking about like the explosive heads and whatnot, that's a Java thing where the Wither shoots their heads out and try to attack you as a projectile. Gotcha. Yeah, no, the Witherheads is a thing on Java Edition as well. It's just not as horrendous as it is on Bedrock. Oh yeah, Bedrock Edition also spawns in Wither skeletons, if I remember correctly, as well. Like, if you're on a harder difficulty. Alright, there you go. We can finally go up and down very, very smoothly. Not the smoothest, but pretty smoothly. This is going to be a great area. I have some ideas. So right here, this will be like the town hall. We get like a smithing station, forgery, that sort of stuff. Just, ooh. And we do, like I said, I said this earlier, we need to like build these mountain peaks up because I want to have this be the entrance area where you go like through a little tunnel into the actual like Norse village type of thing. And you come from all the way down here. I think that'd be really cool. But all right, unfortunately, I will have to be closing out the stream here soon. I should probably get some rest. But I do appreciate you for joining in for the stream, and if there's anybody like lurking out there as well, appreciate y'all for lurking around into the stream. Hope y'all like and follow the channel here. I'm always bad with these outros. But yeah, next stream. Probably will play a different game, but the next time I'm on this server, I'm going to start working on the actual town hall and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. And with that out of the way, this will be Lifter Gaming, signing out. Bye-bye.